Now, very good morning to all my students of Master Academy of Mathematics. Now, this is the next video session. It is on May 2019 BTech R18 regulation, and it's a examination paper, and successfully we completed till now the May 2019 paper, JNTU Hyderabad. It's part A, and part B we have taken from second questions to fifth question. Now today we are entering into the next continuation problems on the same May 2019 paper from sixth problem onwards. Now I just give you the problem. Sixth A bit. Evaluate double integral 0 to a and 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta r square cos theta dr d theta. So this problem is given. Now in order to use this one, the first thing is look at the given problem. These are in terms of polar coordinates. Already they have given in terms of theta and r. First you identify that one. Look at the integral limits. One is 0 to pi and another is 0 to a 1 plus cos theta. So one of the integrals involving the next variable theta. So definitely that second integral belonging to r. So second integral r limits and automatically first limits are theta limits. So just you identify that one. Theta equal to 0 to pi and the another is r equal to 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta. It is r square, the same as it is. So what is the first integration? First we want to eliminate the variable. So integrate with respect to r first. So cos theta it is constant and r square integration is r cube by 3 and you are substituting the limits 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta and the remaining is d theta. Now if I am substituting that one, a cube into 1 plus cos theta whole cube by 3, that 1 by 3 it is a constant, you can take it out of the integral. So finally a cube by 3 integral 0 to pi 1 plus cos theta whole cube into cos theta d theta. Now in order to evaluate that one, I am first calculating that integral value. So that entire integral I am supposing it as I 1 plus cos theta whole cube cos theta d theta, that is the integral 0 to pi. Now this is either you can use this particular formula or I give you one easiest principle in order to use this type of condition. It is looking like a plus b whole cube. So a plus b whole cube is nothing but some a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, and that multiplication you are doing with the cos theta, so that you are going to get in terms of cosine only, and there you are using the formula for cos cube of theta formula, and that you need to use cos cube of theta formula, and the next is nothing but cos power 4 you will get. That cos power 4 you can also write it as cos square whole square. So using that particular principle, you just make the simplification. Actually, this problem we have done in a different manner, but this is not the easiest one. Better, my sincere suggestion is use a plus b whole cube and make the simplification with cos theta, and just you substitute cos cube theta formula, and cos power 4 is nothing but cos square whole square. Just you do it and make the simplification, substitute the limits, you will get the final answer directly. It is totally it is an integration 30 pi by 8. So the final answer is 5 pi a cube by 4. So that is your complete integral value. So instead of using that one, you can use that is the easiest principle in order to get your value. Now sixth b bit. Evaluate integral 0 to log 2, integral 0 to x, integral 0 to x plus log y, e power x plus y plus z dz dy dx. They have given triple integral. So first you look onto the integrals limits. They are represented in terms of variables. Select the maximum number of variables. It is present on third integral. Third integral involving x and y variables. So automatically you can say that those are z limits. And coming to the previous one, the next one means second integral involving x variable means it is the y limits. Automatically first is x limits. So just you write down first integral x integral, second y integral, third z integral, and just you do the integration first with respect to z. Do the simplification and substitute your lower limit and upper limit. And similarly, you make the simplification first. Okay, on making the simplification, then you are integrating with respect to y variable. On making the simplification only, you need to do the integration with respect to y variable. So next y integration, on doing the y integration, you are substituting the limits. Then you are moving to, on making the simplification, just you find out that x integration. So that is the final answer you are getting. And remember, e power logarithm some value is there, directly you can write down its values. So this is nothing but your answer. Totally you are getting 8 by 3 log 2 minus 19 by 9. Okay, once again I just give you, it is very simple. Only the thing is, one by one you are making the integration. First with respect to z, substitute the limits, and just you are doing the simplification, upper limit minus half lower limit, and you just make the simplification. Okay, one by one. Then after making the simplification only, you are doing integration with respect to y. So when y into e power y is there, it is a uv integration by parts. Just you do it and substitute your limits and do the simplification. Simplifying your integration, then only you can do the next integration. So that is the only simple integration you need to do it, and you are getting your final answer. Okay, coming to 7th a bit. Problem is, change into polar coordinates and evaluate double integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x square plus y square of dy dx they have given. What do you mean by changing into polar coordinates? You are changing x and y variables into r and theta variables. So that is your main target. Now as per your given integral, double integral, both are nothing but real numbers only. Either you suppose first integral is x integral, second one is x integral, but I am using dy dx order is given. So that means first integral x integral and second is y integral. So the same thing I am mentioning here. So x limits are 0 to infinity and y limits also 0 to infinity. Right? Now I am going to consider only in xy plane, because having only two variables, I am just using xy plane. And changing into polar coordinates, the formula is x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is substituted it as r into dr d theta. And it has to satisfy condition x square plus y square equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. R square, if I take common, final answer is nothing but r square. X square plus y square in the polar coordinate definitely equal to r square. Now in order to get the limits of r and theta, new variable limits, only the thing is, substitute the lower limits of x and y variables in x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Only the lower limits, so that you will get theta limits 0 to pi by 2 here. And in order to get r limits, you just substitute the lower limits and upper limits in x square plus y square equal to r square. So that is, if I substitute both lower limits, you will get r value is nothing but 0, and upper limits you are getting r value is nothing but infinity. That means in order to get r limits, first both lower limits, next both upper limits, next one upper limit, one lower limit. In all the cases, you just identify minimum and maximum values. You are getting r limits are nothing but 0 to infinity, and theta limits are only 0 to pi by 2. So that values you are substituting in your given integral. It is theta limit 0 to pi by 2 and r limits are 0 to infinity, and e power minus of that x square plus y square can be taken as r square, dx dy can be taken as r dr d theta. Now in order to do this simplification, the first thing is, either you can do r integration or theta integration. In order to do the simplification, first I am supposing that r square equal to e power value is there na, that r square I am equal to, it is equal to t. So that differentiation 2r dr dt that is equal to 1, or I can write 2r dr equal to dt, only r dr equal to 1 by 2 dt. When you are changing into another variable, you need to verify the limits also. R limits previously 0 to infinity. If I have substitute r equal to 0 here, you will get t is also equal to 0. If r is infinity, t is also equal to infinity. So the same integral, I am just writing theta, no change, 0 to pi by 2. And instead of writing r, I am writing t equal to 0 to infinity. And e power, that minus r square can be taken as minus t. And r dr, that can be taken as 1 by 2 dt. And d theta, it is as it is. So 1 by 2, it is constant. The integral theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Now I am doing the integration with respect to t, means e power minus t integration e power minus t, it is divided by minus 1. Limits t equal to 0 to infinity, upper limit minus lower limit. And remember, e power minus infinity is always equal to 0 and e power 0 is 1. So finally, on making the simplification, it is 1 by 2 integral theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. You will be having only 1 d theta. Okay. So it is, after getting that, now you directly substitute that value here. It is integration with respect to theta. 1 d theta is nothing but only theta, limits 0 to pi by 2. So finally you are getting the answer is pi by 4. So the given double integral, it is equal to pi by 4. So that is about your 7th A bit. Coming to 7th B bit, condition is show that the area between parabolas y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4ay is 16 by 3 into a square. So that they have given. Both are parabola equations. But before entering into that, using the double integral in order to get the area, only the direct principle is there. You can double integrate that value. Okay, but in order to do the double integration, thing is we need to calculate x and y variable limits. So two equations are given, y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4ay. You solve these two equations so that you will get x values. So I am substituting here from the equation 1, you are getting y square equal to 4ax. That value I am substituting in the second, that directly it is second equation you are substituting here. So finally only the simplification. So it is second equation, I am just squaring on both the sides so that you are getting x square whole square equal to 4ay whole square, which is nothing but 4a whole square into y square, that is equal to 4a square, and y square is nothing but, as per your first equation, 4ax. And making the simplification, you are getting x values are 0 and 4a. So x values are over. And after getting these x values, you can substitute that values in order to get y limits. But remember, directly you can substitute here. It is x equal to 0, you will get y value. X equal to the next 4a, you will get y value. But rule is, in order to get the area of a particular two equations, don't substitute that x values in y. Directly after getting the x limits, you go to y limits are as per your given equations only. One is, we have the two equations here, it is given y square equal to 4ax. From that, y value is nothing but root 4ax. Similarly, from the second equation, y value is x square by 4a. So among those two values, you select the minimum value is x square by 4a and the maximum is nothing but root of 4ax. So area formula is double integral, just dy dx, substitute x limits and y limits, and first you do the y integration substituting the limits, then you do the, on making the simplification, x integration, and you are getting the answer is 16a square by 3. Remember, only the thing is, formula area of this particular two equations is nothing but double integral dy dx. Just you substitute the limits only. So x limits and y limits, first y integration, okay, on making the simplification, x integration. So you will get your required answer. Now coming to 8th A bit, find the angle between, they have given, find the angle between the normals to the surface xy equal to z square at the point 4, 1, 2 and 3, 3 minus 3. So only one equation is given and two different points are given. How to calculate the angle between normals? We require two normals to get your angle. So only one equation is given, and that two vectors we have to calculate the angle. So in order to get that given expression in terms of vector, I am supposing the given surface is phi, which is xy minus z square equal to 0, and we have the 2 points are given that I am denoting with a and b points. Scalar can be converted into vector by applying del operation, which is nothing but gradient operation, I into I dot dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Just you find out that phi value I am substituting here, and I dou phi by dou x is nothing but you are getting y, and dou phi by dou y is nothing but x, dou phi by dou z you are getting minus 2z. So finally that vector is yi plus xj minus 2zk. The given scalar you converted into vector. Now I am supposing the first normal, that point A I am substituting in your given gradient. So A point is 4, 1, 2. That on substituting you will get first normal vector is nothing but I plus 4j plus minus 4k. It is first vector we have calculated. Similarly, the second vector you are calculating at the point 3, 3 minus 3, 3i plus 3j plus 6k. And using those two vectors, the formula is angle between the vectors cos theta equal to, it is first normal vector dot second normal vector divided by modulus of first normal and modulus of second normal. So you are just calculating the first normal. Normal vector is nothing but that vector divided by square root of sum of the squares of the coefficients of I, j, k. So for the second also we calculated. So modulus of u, that vector is nothing but 1 only. So just you are calculating both normal vectors for the given calculated vector, and you are getting the final answer is, it is minus 1 divided by square root of 120, square root of 22. So from that theta equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by square root of 22. Okay, only a scalar is given that we converted into vector, and that vector you are calculating normal vector and you can find out the answer. Now similarly 8th B bit, they have given that prove that del dot a bar cross b bar equal to b bar of dot del cross a bar minus of a bar dot del cross b bar. This they have given. So I'm taking only the left hand side. Del dot a cross bar b cross, that is a bar cross b bar. So del definition is nothing but I dot. So I'm just taking, instead of writing complete formula, summation I dot dou by dou x of that bracket value a bar cross b bar, and summation I dot dou by dou x of a bar cross b bar. So that can be taken as summation I am keeping as it is. Differentiation dou by dou x of a bar cross b bar can be taken as dou a bar by dou x cross b bar second as it is UV rule plus a bar cross dou b bar by dou x. Then I am taking that summation inside, summation I dot first term plus summation I dot second term, and this is equal to summation, and this is like looking like a dot b cross c. We have a formula, a dot b cross c can be taken as directly summation keeping as it is a cross b. Formula is a dot b cross c, formula is a cross b dot c. So that I am applying the formula summation I cross dou a bar by dou x dot b bar. Similarly, summation I am writing as it is also looking like a dot b cross c. If I want to concentrate on second term, that I can write, it is also A dot B cross C. So that I can write A cross B dot C, I should write. Or if I directly multiply with, it is A dot directly with C. So that I can write, I am just writing and reversing A cross B. If I reverse it, you will get minus, here it is. A cross B is also equal to minus B cross A. So that again I am applying the same principle, so that you are getting, this is your answer, and I am just taking this A bar, it is out, it is I dou by dou x, and A bar, it is of B bar, and it is same thing I have written, it is, and this first bracket is del cross of A bar and B bar as it is, and this is same. So with this you required your calculated value. Okay. So it is ninth A bit. Find the angle between two spheres. X square plus y square plus z square equal to 39, and x square plus y square plus z square plus 4x minus 6y minus 8z plus 52 equal to 0 at the point 4 minus 3, 2. So this is already, we previously calculated, it is angle. To find out that, we require two vectors. So already two separate scalars here it is given. So those scalars I am supposing phi1 and phi2, and both are at the same point 4 minus 3, 2. So just you calculate gradient of first scalar, which is nothing but del dot phi1, and gradient of second scalar del dot phi2. So del dot phi1, the final answer is 2xi plus 2yj plus 2zk. Similarly, del dot phi2, it is I into 2x plus that value, and plus j 2y minus 6 plus k 2z minus 8. So after getting that, you just substitute, only the point is given, only one point, it is 4 minus 3, 2. Substitute that, so that you will get first vector 8i minus 6j plus 4k, and second vector 12i minus 12j minus 4k. After getting that vectors, first you calculate unit normal. Unit normal means that vector divided by modulus of that vector, which is nothing but a square root of that value. So cos theta formula is vector, first vector unit normal vector, second unit normal vector divided by modulus of that. Modulus of unit normal is always equal to 1. So on making the simplification, we got one final answer like this. It is just I have calculated numerator 152 and divided by denominator is root of 116 and root of 304. So with the help of your calculator, you can find out your answer. Okay. Now coming to ninth B bit. It is given that a vector field is given by A bar. That A bar is denoted x square plus xy square of I plus y square plus x square y of j. Show that that field is irrotational and find its scalar potential. So corresponding to the given vector function, in order to say irrotational, you are calculating curl. So curl of A bar is nothing but del cross of A bar. Easiest principle is determinant ijk, second row dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Third row, it is the coefficients of I, j, k in your given vector function. So just I have substituted and I am calculating the determinant. So final determinant answer is nothing but 0. So curl of your A bar is 0. When curl is 0, that vector function is said to be irrotational. When vector function is irrotational, there exists a scalar phi such that del phi equal to that vector A bar. So A bar equal to del phi. You substitute that A bar, you are given vector function, and that is equal to del phi I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Since there is no z term in your given vector function, just you make the comparison on both the sides. I term is compared with I term. Similarly, j term is compared with the j term, so that you will get dou phi by dou x equal to x square plus xy square, dou phi by dou y equal to y square plus x square y. So finally, that value, in order to get that value, just you integrate first one, you are integrating with respect to x on both the sides and with respect to y on both the sides, so that you will get in the first one phi and second one also phi. You add those two phi values, so that you will get final answer phi equal to x cube plus y cube by 3 plus x square y square by 2 plus some constant. So this is about your 9th B bit. Now coming to 10th one. Find the work done in moving a particle in the force field F bar equal to 3x square I plus 2xz minus y of j plus zk along the straight line from the points 0, 0, 0, 2, 1, 3. So they have given one particular vector which is given it as F bar, and work done is nothing but you are calculating the line integral. You know about line integral formula. It is integral over C F bar dot dr bar. So first F bar is given, R bar I am supposing it is a positional vector xi plus yj plus zk, and from that you are calculating dr bar dxi plus dyj plus dzk. So to substitute in the integral, you calculate F bar dot dr bar. So F bar is dot product with dr bar. So on making the answer 3x square dx plus 2xz minus y of dy plus z dz. Now they have given the 2 points. So integral over C F bar dot dr bar. So in order to get that value, actually they have given this different concept, but directly you can substitute the points 0, 0, 0 to 2, 1, 3. So direct integration, I am substituting the points. It is F bar dot dr bar directly. Don't convert into t variable. Write down the 2 points 0, 0, 0 to 2, 1, 3. Write down F bar dot dr bar here, and at a time you are doing the integration. Integration means it is integral is separated. It is first with respect to x, substitute the x limits. X limits are nothing but it is 0 to 2. Then integration second is y, and the limits are 0 to 1, and the integration z, it is 0 to 3. So directly I give you F bar dot dr bar is we calculated like this: 3x square dx plus 2xz minus y of dy plus z dz. So what is 3x square dx with respect to x integration? So 3 constant x cube by 3. Similarly, with respect to y, 2xyz minus y square by 2, and this becomes z square by 2. In the complete expression, you are substituting the x limits 0 to 2, y limits 0 to 1, and z limits 0 to 3. So directly, without using this lengthiest procedure, you will get the same answer. Answer is nothing but 16. So there I'm using different process, but I'm giving you easiest principle that you will get 16 is the answer. 10th bit is over. Now coming to 11th A bit, evaluate surface integral f bar dot n bar ds, where f bar is, it is 2xyi plus yz square j plus xzk over the parallel piped x equal to 0, y equal to 0, z equal to 0, x equal to 2, y equal to 1, and z equal to 3. So they have given vector function f bar. It is nothing but a surface integral you are calculating. I'm just using to get your easiest one. It is the Gauss divergence theorem. What is the statement? double integral f bar dot n bar ds is nothing but a triple integral divergence of f bar dv. So to get that surface integral, I am calculating that right side integral. So f bar is given, you just find out I coefficient, j coefficient and k coefficient denoted by f1, f2, f3. I am calculating divergence of f bar. It is del dot f bar. So directly dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z, and you are getting the answer x plus 2y plus z square. So after getting that divergence of f bar, I am just substituting here. So as per your Gauss theorem, surface integral f bar dot n bar ds equal to volume integral divergence of f bar. So x integral already they have given the limits 0 to 2, y limits are 0 to 1 and z limits are 0 to 3. Divergence of f bar that I am calculated value is substituted here. dv is nothing but dx dy dz. So first you do integration with respect to z, substitute the limits. Next, on making the simplification, integrate with respect to y, substitute the limits. Then integrate with respect to x, substitute the limits. The final answer is 30. So whenever you are using the theorems, the opposite integral you are calculating to get your final answer. So 11th A bit, this is the last bit of your complete May 2019 paper. So problem is 11th B bit. If f bar equal to 3x square minus 2z of I minus 4xy of j minus 5xk, then evaluate integral over v curl of f bar dv, where v is the volume bounded by the planes x value 0, y value 0, z value 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 3z equal to 6. That they have given the problem. Remember, already f bar is given. So asking to calculate a volume integral of curl of f bar. So first you calculate curl of f bar. Easiest way, determinant ijk, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and I coefficient, j coefficient and k coefficient of your vector function. Find out the determinant. The answer is 3j minus 4yk. Okay. This is your calculated curl f bar. To find out the volume integral, I need 3 variable limits. So 3 variable lower limits are 0, 0 only. Now using that final expression 3x plus 2y minus 3z equal to 6, from that you calculate z value first. So z equal to 1 by 3, 3x plus 2y minus 6. So z limits are 0 to that particular value. Substitute z equal to 0 in the previous equation so that you will get y equal to 3 by 2 of 2 minus x. So y limits are 0 to that particular value. To get x limits, you substitute y equal to 0. So I give you from the given expression, first you calculate z. On substituting z equal to 0, you will get y. On substituting y equal to 0, you will get x limits are 0 to 2. So as per your given integral, integral over v curl of f bar dv equal to triple integral, substitute curl of f bar value, dv stands for dy, dx, dy, dz. So first you focus on z integration, do the z integration first, then substitute the limits, then moving to, on making the simplification, moving to y integration. Okay, then do the simplification first. After making the simplification, then you are applying x integration, and that is finally you are getting the answer minus 18j plus 6k. That's only the integration part. I just to show you once again. And substitute curl of f bar. First z integration, limits you are substituting, then you are separating, then y integration, then on separating, x integration, only simplification. So that is answer is minus 18j plus 6k. I hope you that all you are following the same principles. Of course, here I shown you a different concept, but while giving my speech, I have given a easiest way to find out your final answer. So this is about, it is R18 BTech first year second semester May 2019 paper M2. So I have given almost all the problems, easiest way that you can follow it and you can practice it. That practice makes perfect. So with that, this paper is closed. So in the next video session, we will enter into August 2019 paper. So that is also easy, but once you practice it, that is also you can easily find out your answer. Okay, have a good day.